Nakata's forest held a village of beautiful maidens. Among them was Abeni, a girl so radiant that the sun seemed to shine brighter whenever she walked by. But Abeni had a secret, one so dark that not even her own mother knew of it. Abeni was in love with Django, the strongest warrior of the village. His eyes burned with courage, and his heart was as pure as gold. When he asked for Abeni's hand in marriage, the village erupted in celebration. Abeni's secret terrified her. She would gaze at her reflection, seeing the faint shimmer of the curse lurking beneath her skin. She had heard the village elders' tales of her great-grandmother, a woman cursed by the gods for an unknown sin. Abeni had spent her life pretending to be normal, but the curse would reveal itself on her wedding night. The village elders gathered under the sacred Iriko tree. Though they blessed the union, an old woman named Mama Ose raised her trembling voice. "Something is amiss," she whispered. "I see shadows where there should be light." The villagers dismissed her warnings, calling them the ramblings of an old woman. The wedding preparations continued, with drummers beating rhythms of joy and maidens weaving golden threads into Abeni's wedding gown. On the eve of the wedding, Abeni's mother found her weeping by the river. "My child, why do you cry on such a joyous night?" Abeni hesitated. "Mother, there is something I must tell you, something terrible." But before she could speak, the village gong sounded, summoning everyone to the great feast. Abeni wiped her tears and forced a smile. "Tomorrow, all will be well," she told herself. "Tomorrow, I will be free." That night, as she lay on her mat, she had a dream. In the dream, a figure wrapped in shadows whispered to her, "The curse is bound to blood. Only through sacrifice can it be undone." She woke up trembling, unsure of what the dream meant. The wedding was the grandest Kata had ever seen. Django and Abeni exchanged vows beneath the sacred tree, and the whole village rejoiced. Drums echoed through the night, warriors danced, and the elders sang praises to the gods. But as the festivities died down and the moon climbed high, Django led Abeni to their new home. He lifted her veil, expecting to see the face of his beloved wife, but instead her skin began to change. Her eyes glowed an eerie shade of green. Her fingers elongated into claws. Django staggered back in horror. "Abeni, what is happening to you?" Tears streamed down her face as she fell to her knees. "I am cursed, Django. I was never meant to love, never meant to marry. My true form has been hidden all these years, but now you see me for what I truly am." As she wept, the shadow from her dream appeared again, whispering, "Blood for blood, the curse must be broken." Long ago, before Abeni was born, her grandmother had wronged a powerful spirit from the underworld. As punishment, the spirit cursed all the women of their bloodline, turning them into creatures of the night on their wedding night. Abeni had hoped that true love would break the curse, but love alone was not enough. Django, despite his fear, refused to abandon her. There must be a way to break this curse. Together, they sought the wisdom of Mama Oz, the village elder who had foreseen the shadows. She told them that the only way to lift the curse was to offer something more powerful than love, a sacrifice of selflessness. Django and Abeni embarked on a perilous journey to the Forbidden Mountain, where the spirit that had cursed her bloodline resided. Along the way, they encountered mystical creatures, survived treacherous rivers, and proved their devotion time and again. The spirit finally appeared before them, demanding a great sacrifice to break the curse forever. Django made a decision that shook the heavens. He vowed to spend the rest of his days by Abeni's side, no matter her form. "If you must change into a beast each night, then I shall protect you each night. If you must suffer, then I shall suffer with you." The gods, moved by his devotion, sent a golden eagle to deliver their message. "A sacrifice of love has been made. The curse is lifted." At that moment, Abeni's form returned to normal. She gasped, touching her face, feeling her hands. The curse was truly gone. The village celebrated once more, this time for a love so powerful it defied even the darkest of fates. But in the forest, the shadows stirred. The spirit that had cursed Abeni's bloodline watched from afar. "The curse is broken, for now," it whispered. "But love alone cannot undo ancient wrongs." Generations later, the tale of Django and Abeni was still told around the village fires. Their story became legend, a reminder that love could conquer even the darkest curses. But some say that on moonlit nights, a shadow still lingers by the river, whispering, waiting, for another soul to test the power of true love. And so, my children, remember this. True love is not just about passion or beauty. It is about sacrifice, about standing by those we love, even when the world turns against them. And that is how Django and Abeni's love became legend. Thank you for listening to this tale. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that more people can enjoy the magic of African folktales. Until next time, may your hearts be filled with wisdom and your paths be guided by the ancestors.